guys, how's it going? So I have been in the tiniest bit of a reading slump lately. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I started a new job and I sit at the computer all day and I'm not quite used to that. It's my first desk job. So by the end of my shift, I usually have a bit of a headache. It's definitely so much better now, but I kind of lost the habit of reading and I just need a little push to get back into it. And why go with a little push when you can go with a big, gigantic shove? I woke up this morning on April 14th and decided that I want to participate in the Owl's Magical Readathon. If you don't know what this is, it was created by Book Roast. I want to leave her video and the links that she provided down below, but it's basically like a Harry Potter inspired readathon about the owls, the tests that they have. It runs the entire length of April, and then in August you take the newts. So what it is basically you pick a job, there's certain classes you have to take. Each class is a different reading prompt and different requirements. I think this is such a cool idea. I've been watching a lot of other people's videos and it just seems so much fun, but I didn't realize it was in April and I didn't realize until like a week into the month, and it seemed really intimidating to me, but after seeing some other people's videos I realized that it's not as scary as it sounds. But it was already a week into April and I decided, okay, I'll wait until next year. But in the meantime, I've been watching other people's videos and it just seems like so much fun, so better late than never. So I'm going to do the Owls Readathon in 2 weeks. And if I don't make it, maybe I'll beg my professor for an extension. We'll see. So like I said, the first step is you have to pick which career you want. She made a giant list of all these different careers and their requirements, and it's actually super cool. I looked through them and decided I want to be a wand maker. I've always been fascinated with the way that they make wands in Harry Potter and how, like, I don't know, just how like intricate it is and how like it's like personal, and I think it's really, really cool. Also, I love making things. If you don't know, before I hurt my back, I was the kiln master at a pottery studio, so I loaded the kiln, I did all that, and I just liked, I don't know, I really like all that stuff. So I think I would be a darn good wand maker. I'm gonna read off the key traits that she put under wand maker: attention to detail, reliability, and quality over quantity attitude. That is definitely me. At my job interview last month, that was the first thing I said when they asked for like my strengths was attention to detail. And I am a darn reliable person. It also said in the write-up, due to nuanced nature of the craft, you will need a brilliant balance between a very critical mind and creativity. That's me. I'm a Ravenclaw, in case you didn't know that and couldn't figure it out. But that just seems so perfect to me. So I decided I'm going to go with my heart and I'm going to be a wand maker when I grow up. There are 5 required classes you have to take to be a wand maker. The first is Ancient Runes, and for that book the prompt is a retelling. So I'm going with Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bashardoust? This is kind of a Snow White retelling or heavily inspired by Snow White. I'm not actually sure. To be honest, the synopsis was a little bit confusing to me. I kind of had trouble following it. But this was actually going to be the next book that I read anyways. I had picked it out and really wanted to start it, so it fit perfectly, so I'm going with this one. Next is Arithmacy, and for that prompt, it is a work written by more than one author. I am going with A Brilliant Void. This is a collection of Irish science fiction short stories. Irish science fiction short stories. Now, I have started this and read some of them, but I figured since I'm jumping into the readathon halfway through, it's okay if I take it a little easy on myself and go with something that I've already started. And of course, because this is a short story collection, there's a bunch of different authors in here, and I really like what I've read so far, so I'm excited to get to finishing it, and it's gonna check something off the list, so bonus. Next is Care of Magical Creatures, and for that one, you have to read a book with a land animal on the cover. I'm going with The Magician's Nephew. This is the first book in the Narnia series, but the lion is right there. Lions live on land. I picked this one because first of all, it's a nice short book, so I figured that'd be awesome for this specific readathon. And reading the Chronicles of Narnia series is actually on my 2019 reading goals, so I decided this is an excellent chance to kill multiple birds with just one stone. Next is Charms, and you have to read an adult book. I'm going with But You Did Not Come Back by Marceline Loredin-Ivens. This is a memoir about a woman. When she was a young girl, she was in a Jewish concentration camp and she was separated from her father and never saw him again. And I believe it's written in a way that it's like a letter to her father about how he never came back for her. This is another really, really short book, and I really wanted to read this one, but I don't know, recently I just haven't really been in the mood for a sad book, and I think this one is going to be very emotionally heavy. But once I thought about it, I figured that might actually be good for a readathon, because I'm not going to have time to kind of like just sit and be sad. I'm going to be able to jump right into something if I need to. So I think that's going to help, and again, it's another short book that's going to be really helpful for this readathon, and I just really wanted to read this. And the final class I need to take to become a professional wand maker is herbology. For this one, you have to read a book with a plant on the cover, and I'm going with Horseradish by Lemony Snicket. There is said plant. I really didn't want to go with a book with a tree on the cover just because I have a lot of fantasy books that take place in forests, so I have a bunch of trees on my shelf. And I wanted to go with something that was a little bit more, I don't want to say challenging, but I wanted to go with something a little bit different. So this one has a horseradish on the cover because Lemony Snicket. It is Bitter Truths You Can't Avoid. And it's basically just like short, you know, bitter truths, I guess. Like kind of quotes, small thoughts, etc. I'm actually gonna read the inside flap because it's very Lemony Snicket. Many collections slap together the wit and wisdom of certain authors in the hopes of inspiring a reader at a crucial time in his or her life. Instead, this book contains a bouquet of alarming but inescapable truths from the work of Lemony Snicket, along with selections from his unpublished papers and remarks he has made at dinner parties and anarchist riots in order to remind the reader that even the loftiest of inspirations contains a sharp, bitter kernel of dread, and vice versa. And the back cover says, "Life is a turbulent journey, fraught with confusion, heartbreak, and inconvenience. This book will not help." But yeah, just another short, quick read that I think is going to be really, really fun, and I am a huge fan of Lemony Snicket, so I really wanted to read this, and it fit perfectly with this challenge. So there you go. That is my Owls Plans TBR. I know that I'm trying to do this in half of the time that I'm supposed to be, and also I just started a new job, and also it's Camp NaNoWriMo. But I still really want to do it, and I'm just gonna do my best. I don't know, I'm feeling decently optimistic. I'd like to do a reading vlog, but I don't know if that's gonna be putting too much on my plate or not. I'll definitely let you know at the end of the month how it went, if I succeeded, if I'm on my way to be a wand maker or not. And if you think this is a terrible idea, you should have been following me on Twitter, because I did ask Twitter and say, hey, I really want to do this. Is this a crazy idea? And nobody talked me out of it, so you should have been following me on Twitter @Tebuggy. But that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're participating in this readathon as well, because I just think it's so much fun. I think it's such a cool and creative readathon, and it's just, I'm so excited. If you want to follow along, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. They are usually reading or writing related, and that way you can see if I succeed or fail my owls. But I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye!